it's Beth here from My Pilates Time. Thanks for joining me. Take a little lie down on the floor or on your mat, and we'll just start with your knees bent and your hands down beside you. Okay, so always just take a minute to take a couple of deep breaths when you lie down. Just let your body settle down onto the floor, ready to start. So let's start by taking opposite arm and leg. Bring the knee up over the hip and the arm just up over your shoulder, fingertips up to the ceiling, and then bring them both back and down. And then lifting the other arm and leg straight up and back down. So just moving nice and slowly at first, thinking about keeping nice and still. So nice and still through the pelvis, letting the arm move smoothly, keeping the shoulders nice and soft. So breathe in as the arm and the leg come up, and then breathe out as you pop them back down on the floor. So breathing in and out and again. Okay, this time we'll take opposite arm and leg up and just hold here, and then we're going to reach the arm and the leg away, reaching, and then bring the arm and the knee back in. So nice big long body, breathing in and breathe out, bring them back in. So that's 3, we're doing 8 altogether, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, and last one, reach through the fingers and toes, arm and knee in, and then softly down on the floor. Lifting up the opposite arm and leg. Now as you reach away, try not to puff the ribs out, so you keep the ribs down as you breathe in. And that's 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then bring the arm and the leg down. Okay, now we do a little bit of work on your tummy. So if you pop your hands behind the back of your head, just lift up your elbows a little off the floor so that they're in your peripheral vision. And then from here, take a breath in. And then when you start to breathe out, you just lift up your head and look down towards your thighs. Trying to keep a little space between the chin and the chest is good. And then roll yourself back and down. Breathe in to get ready, and then breathe out. Feel the ribs funnel down as you lift up and rolling back and down. So doing nice careful movement, feeling the tummy sinking down into the spine as you lift up and rolling back down. And last one just like this. Keeping the pelvis steady rather than flattening the back like this into the mat. You keep a nice long waist and then rolling back down. Little change now. We do just the same thing at the beginning. So breathe in, and then when you start to breathe out, just lift up into a chest lift. Breathe in and reach the arms a little further, lifting yourself up that little bit higher. Stay there. That's the trick, to put your hands behind your head and then roll back down. So take a breath in. Breathe out to lift up. Breathe in, reach a little bit further. Shoulder blades nice and heavy there. Stay there. Breathing out, put the hands back behind the head, and then breathe in to roll yourself back down. We'll do one more group like this. Breathing out to lift up. Breathe in to reach a bit further. Breathe out, hands go behind the head, and then you'll roll yourself back and down. Good work. Okay, we're going to keep the hands just where they are and lift up into a chest lift again. So lift your elbows up off the floor, take a breath in, and then breathe out to lift up. Then from here, you keep the knees steady and the pelvis still. We just twist over to one side and then come back through center, and then twist over to the other side and back. So breathe out to twist and breathe in back through center. So think about the rib drawing down to the hip, opposite rib to hip. One more like this on each side. And then rolling back and down. This time, just pop your hands down beside you and bring your knees up again into tabletop. This time we'll have both knees up, and then from here, one toe is going to tap down to the floor and then lift it back up. Then the other leg down and up. So you're really arcing the leg from the thigh bone away from you and breathing out as you tap the toe down to the ground. If you feel that your back pops out away from you, your lower back, just don't take your leg down as far. So you can just arc the thigh bone away from you and then bring it back up. Good. And then from here, leaving both legs up, we're going to move both legs almost the same time. So one leg down and up at the same time. So prancing like motion with the legs, keeping the belly drawing in and that tight feeling around your tummy to support your lower back. Try and keep your shoulders and jaw nice and soft as you move through the legs. Keeping your tummy switched on, and then leave both legs up in tabletop. This time, glue your inner thighs together and your ankles together. Take your hands out on a diagonal away from you, going into side to side. So what we do from here is just to take the knees over to one side and then bring them back through center. So breathe in as you take the knees over and breathe out as they come back. If you feel like you need to put your feet on the floor, just go ahead and put your feet down, and you do this just the same with your feet on the floor. Good thing to think about is to keep your shoulder blades down on the ground, so as you go over to the side you don't let this rib come up off the ground. And to keep the knees stacked. So see if you can keep the knees level as you go from side to side. Then you get more of a twist through your lower back and a stretch for your side tummy as you bring your legs back. So breathing in as you go over, and then breathe out to draw back into center. And then pop one foot down and then the other. Good. Hold on behind the backs of your knees and give yourself a little rock up. And good job.